So, hello, may the force be with you. I am your host, Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is Geeks Assemble, and welcome to our review of a show that I'm featured strongly in. I am Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I am played at various times by Ewan McGregor and most auspiciously by Sir
Do you want a hint? Do you want a hint?
Alec Guinness. God,
There you go.
your host here is only slightly losing bits and pieces of reality from the Matrix, but our other host here has got a little under the weather. So we are. I am attempting to do this, and I've already screwed it up. So I might as well just chuck it in and say, let's do this thing. Hi Lee, what's your opening thoughts on Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Well, when it was first announced, there was going to make a series of Obi-Wan Kenobi. I thought, well, what else could they tell? He fought Anakin. He fought Vader. He died, became part of the Force. But I do like what they have done with this, because it sort of fills in little gaps here and there which go to the original trilogy of movies, of Princess Leia asking for Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're our only hope, wondering how did she know Ben Kenobi, and this is sort of filled it in when she was a little girl. He was given a mission to go and save her from what do you call them, the Inquisitors.
Well, the gangsters working for the Inquisitors.
Yeah. So that it's literally that things like that which are filling in gaps and making tying up these knots so neatly. And it also, as well as it all goes back to the original New Hope of things what was said and done in that. This series has set in stone, why this happened, why that was said, which I quite like. And it also gives Ewan McGregor more to do. He must have thought he'd finished playing this character back then after Revenge of the Sith. So I bet he loved getting back into the costume and swinging those lightsaber about. And then bringing Hayden Christensen back and putting him in the Vader suit. Which I don't understand. I mean, okay, he's a good enough guy to go and do it, but you could have got anybody to wear that suit. But he did it, and yeah, I just love the story of it. I mean, it was only 6 episodes, and they went too soon. You had some great cast of characters in this. You see, you had how many Inquisitors was there? Was the 4 Inquisitors? 3. Oh, 4 Inquisitors, and one was the Grand Inquisitor, which was
played by Rupert Friend.
Yeah, which we all know from the design from Rebels. Not too cinema, but the characters from that, and then you get Vader. You get a bit more Darth Vader. You get Darth Vader's castle, and you get more lightsaber fighting. You get more intrigue into why Kenobi says, Vader killed Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker. So yeah, I enjoyed this. It was good to see a little young Leia, a little young Luke. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, this was only supposed to be a limited series, but they are talk about doing a second one now because of the success of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, really enjoyed it. I mean, the episode was what, 40 minutes, 45 minutes long. Not too long, not too short.
So like, what was that? 5 hours and 10 minutes total?
Yeah, so roughly the length of 2 movies, sir.
Yeah.
I
But
enjoyed it.
it was so it was broken up. So I mean, I'm just gonna break in. We're gonna just kind of no real format.
What is there?
Yeah, I know, right? I just think that I love the way that the first 2 episodes were focused on Leia not trusting Obi-Wan at all, and she actually trusted everybody else out there, even the kidnappers, more than Obi-Wan. And that to me was like, oh wow. So she really has made by the time of A New Hope, she has completely turned perspective from there, and by the end of this series, really, she's actually she's focused in on a different whole reality on her life, and she does begin to trust Obi-Wan implicitly. So that's really amazing and sweet. And the other thing that was really cool was you could see her beginning to really rely on droids for companionship. Like she didn't rely on the people around her very much. It was really it was Lola, and then it was R2D2 and C3PO. I mean, and the funny thing was with C3PO is that those two were roundabout and roundabout and roundabout. Their whole family, like, just kept going in circles around her family, and ended up, that's just funny. That I thought that was really amusing. But it started with Lola. Lola's a cute little droid, right? And
yeah.
And then the Lola was used by the Inquisitor to really basically spy out where she'd gone. It was like one of those tracking beacons that they were throwing on ships in the prequels, in the first 3 movies, and episode 1, 2, 3. They'd throw one of those and it would go boop, and then there would be like a little dish. But this was just a little microchip that changed the little Lola into an evil droid, which was really kind of so that was cool. And then the other thing was they went when, like, in the 3rd episode, they went by that one place, you remember, and there was all these graffiti on the walls, like etched into the walls, and in there was like the name of one of the characters that we had talked about, and they actually vocalized it. And we talked about him earlier this weekend in an earlier podcast. We talked about Quinlan Vos, and he's on the wall. So I mean, he survived Order 66. He survived all that intrigue that we went through in this audio adventure that we were listening to. And he also is still part of like working with the rebels, and is actually a good guy still to this day, which, you know, it's a good thing. And then there's like the whole idea of the path,
Mhm.
and that's fun. And it's kind of like the Underground Railroad for slaves in from the south to the north in the U.S. I don't know if there was such a thing in the UK. I'm not really positive about. I just know about Wilberforce from Hull. And I only know that he's from Hull because of Lee. So anyway, yeah, so there was I don't know much. But that was cool. That was it was a really cool thing. And so what do you think about the third episode, like that whole middle section where it was all talking about where that one soldier lady kind of was leading them?
The Inquisitor?
No, the soldier lady, the lady who was in Imperial garb, and she was taking them through and helping Obi-Wan and Leia get on the transport.
She was part of the Rebel Alliance, wasn't she?
You didn't miss it.
She was okay. I can't remember her name now, but I know she was in Torchwood. She was loads of things. Game of Thrones, she got him into the base, got Leia out. I mean, and then she gave her life to make sure that Obi-Wan and Leia could get away by destroying herself, you know. And
actress's name was Indira Varma.
That's it.
And the character was Tela Durith.
Yeah. a feisty character, but you know, came to an abrupt end when she detonated the grenade to save others. Yeah. I mean, the character hasn't been in any movies before, so this was just made for this one, and she did the job.
Yeah, but there was she, just like all the other people who used to be Imperial, when they were Imperial, they just were nobodies. Like that's really what it's like. The difference between rebels and Imperial people is that rebels all end up meaning something to somebody, and Imperials are just like a number or a face or a body, and like that's really the difference. And I mean, I can't tell you the number of people like that must have been on all those spaceships and all those the 2 Death Stars and the Starkiller base, just millions of people or hundreds of thousands of people, and they just get wiped out.
I don't have a go at me, but I have noticed the 2 Death Stars, the Starkiller base, they must have had, after this era, they must have sort of banned the female Imperials, because it's all male onwards in the movie. Have you noticed there's a lot of females at the moment, but come the Death Star and everything like that, it's all male.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
They must have thought, come on, now something's going wrong in here. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I know it's a quality, and it's giving the actresses the parts, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I liked Moses Ingram playing the fifth sister, fourth, what was her name?
She was
The third
was
sister, Riva.
Reva, yeah.
I mean,
I mean, I really,
that's a character with an arc in this whole series.
I mean, to be honest, I didn't understand why she had it in for Obi-Wan when it was
You didn't save her.
when it was Anakin who killed the younglings.
Yeah,
When she was a youngling herself.
yeah,
So I don't know why she went for Obi-Wan. She should have gone for Vader, and she knew who Vader was.
yeah. She did.
But Obi-Wan didn't know who Vader was. How?
I know that was really.
Because I know he's been hiding for, was it 9 years or 10 years? Surely news gets around the galaxy, and there's a new Sith Lord called Vader.
Yeah.
But I did like the shock and horror on his face when he discovers who Darth Vader is.
Yeah.
And then I did like the scene where he's fighting Vader and smashes his mask open.
Yeah. And throws rocks at him.
Oh, yeah, he throws the high ground at him.
He throws the high ground.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Lee, that's hilarious.
But there's he smashes his mask open, so that's where he gets the scar from on his head.
Yeah.
But it's when Vader says, you didn't kill Anakin, I did. So now you can understand why Alec Guinness in the original said Darth Vader killed Anakin.
Yeah.
So it makes Obi-Wan out a lot of better character than he was in the original. So, but what a scene that was a great scene, that with the when he realizes he's lost him, and he's
the whole end of that whole sixth episode was an emotional roller coaster ride.
yeah. It was
good storytelling ends like that. That was sweet.
I mean, also as well in that episode, the final episode, 2 cameos which you weren't expecting.
Ian McDermott, I mean, for crying out loud, he came back.
And Liam Neeson as well.
I know. Oh my God.
I wasn't expecting any of those two.
Hello, Obi-Wan. I have a particular set of skills that I need to teach you.
I didn't think you'd be turning up.
And you need to stay with me, or I will kill. It's just anyway funny.
And also as well the little nod to the original New Hope as well. That little toy what Obi-Wan made.
That Obi-Wan brought to Luke.
Yes, Luke in the original movie's playing with it.
Yeah.
So there's little things like that.
Aww. God, it was such great storytelling. Oh my gosh.
And also Luke's aunt and uncle as well. They were kick-ass.
They were.
Defended him and trying to save him from the Inquisitor.
Yeah.
So those two characters.
What's funny is that because of all the involvement of Obi-Wan in that situation, it never gets back to the Empire that Luke is any sort of powerful at all. And it doesn't get back that Leia's got any power at all. Because it's all about Obi-Wan. They were fucking completely snowed by the fact that Obi-Wan was in the midst of all of that.
And then Vader says to the Emperor, Obi-Wan is off his list now. He don't care about him anymore. So they stop looking.
Right.
If they do a second season, I'd love to know what sort of storyline they do.
Yeah, I know. I bet you that Reva's got something to do with it.
Oh yeah.
Because she isn't. They don't have any, dark-skinned Inquisitors in Rebels. They're all the white-skinned ones, and not just white, not just Caucasian looking, but like white-skinned, like the Grand Inquisitor.
Yeah.
Like pale, like
chalk.
Like chalk, yeah, like clown makeup. That, and I just, that's like the thing is like, if you watch the rest of the stuff in Star Wars, you find that part of the way that they describe evil is that it's all white people, all humans, and all like, fully willing to genocide anybody else. Like those three are the staple steps of the Empire, the First Order, and at times like the way that the Republic was acting, or the Separatists were acting, the evil parts of those icky feelings were coming from those three places. And I just love how the more color that they give it, the more aliens I give it. I love the aliens. God, Star Wars got the best world building. And the more comfort that people take with people who are different than them, that and how they protect whole races and stuff. That's where you find the true heroic journeys in this. And so yeah, I really love that. And I love that that Obi-Wan helped her heal, helped her get through that moment. And he in Rebels, he does that with Maul. He embraces Maul at the end. I mean, here this guy had killed his master, had killed Qui-Gon, and Obi-Wan, a hell of a lot older than he is right now, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think that particular interaction takes place Alec Guinness style. He's almost got Alec Guinness's face in the Rebels when he and Maul are having that interaction.
I mean, at least in this, we get the saber fight, what Obi-Wan and Vader deserved. Because in the New Hope, it wasn't much of a fight, was it really? Not a...
No.
And then...
There's some fan edits where people have created from a mixture of other sources what really should be the lightsaber battle between them.
Has George Lucas seen it? Because he might do another edition. Yeah. Water.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was for a 6-part series. It delivered on everything.
Mhm.
You know, it made you feel like you was watching proper Star Wars.
Mhm.
Because sometimes you sit and watch something and you think, yeah, it's not got that feel.
Mhm.
This had the feel. It had the feel of that people who were making this care
Mhm.
about what's gone before
Mhm. Mhm.
and what's to come as well. Because this is one hell of a money making franchise, so they have to put a lot of care into this, or they'll lose the fans.
Mhm.
So yeah, enjoyed it.
And the other thing that's the only thing that's different that I wish was a little different is had they used more of John Williams and less of the incidental music. But
Yeah,
that's just a little nitpick. I mean that's hardly uh, because they ended up using the Imperial March uh, at the end with Vader and Mustafar in his castle. So I don't know. Maybe I'm putting too much, into that. But I really thought that was.
and I've said it before. I just wonder how they're going to get around the age thing with Kenobi,
Uh-huh.
because Guinness was a lot older
Mm-hmm.
in New Hope, and this is supposed to be set 9 years before New Hope.
Mm-hmm.
So Ewan McGregor has got a lot of aging to do in 9 years to look like Guinness.
Like 30 years and 9. Yeah.
Yeah, they might come up with that storyline
Yeah.
somehow.
That may be part of the thing.
You never know. You never know.
And I love that that maybe we have another candidate for who may have saved Grogu from the temple was Reva, or one of those younglings at that point.
Yeah.
I don't know. But that question is pretty stinking important, actually.
Do you know that never crossed my mind when I watched? Now you've mentioned it.
Yeah, I just the whole Grogu getting saved from Order 66 is like, I mean, he's the same age as Anakin, so I mean, like that little bit is pretty, when you see Obi-Wan facing up with Anakin, that's as old as Grogu is. And so, how did he get extricated from this temple while Anakin is standing face to face with Reva, gonna kill him and everybody else. So I don't. So anyway.
Mm. I say it's a good watch. If you
Yeah.
haven't seen
What would you
it,
give it out of 10?
oh, it's 10, of course, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's Star Wars. It's done good. It's it's 10 Sith Lords out of 10
Oh,
for me.
right on.
I always go with the Sith.
Yeah, I know.
The Jedi are too goody.
Well, I will give this 10 baby force users out of 10 because 10 baby Jedis because of baby Yoda and because of baby Reva and baby Annie and all those guys. They're just all the pipsqueaks. Anyway, I love them. Anyway, I really loved. I must say, this Scottish actor is knocking my socks off. And it's great that there was a Scottish actor, and then Ian McDermott, the British actor, and or the English actor, and Liam Neeson, the Irish actor. And
you got so excited when the Emperor turned up.
Yeah, I absolutely love Ian McDermott. I feel really privileged to have been able to stand in one of those autograph lines and take a photograph with him as well. So yeah, that to me is like the best, because he himself is really the best kind of person, and the person that he plays is so damn evil.
Strike him down, do it.
Anyway, so good. Well, thanks for watching this with me. Thanks for joining me on this podcast, Lee, and thanks for watching our podcast, everybody, all 23 of you, and also if you'd like to join us, please do. All you need to do is be able to show up. I mean, Lee showed up. He's dying over there. He's so sick, and he still shows up for a podcast. Such a dedicated man to podcasting and to all things geeky. What?
Either I'm a trooper.
Yeah, you're a trooper.
Oh, I'm just sad.
Sad. And let them know what you think in the comments below. Please like and subscribe and hit the bell notification, and we'll get you some content coming your way a couple times a week, every single week, and we will share that with you, and you can join us via Zoom. Have a camera, microphone, and some device that it works on, and yeah, and geez, may the force be with you guys. Get on it. Find a way to watch it.
It's out there.
John McGregor, man, he's just the bomb. He's absolutely the bomb diggity. He's your mom, he's so good. He's so awesome. Anyway, and yeah, he doesn't say goodbye anyway, but hello there.
Hello there.